speaking of brawls, I mean,
Oh,
we had round one of the women's tournament, legit Layla Hirsch, which I think she's really starting to establish herself in the women's division. But she definitely is no match to Thunder Rosa. And we think Thunder Rosa, we think very high upon her. And not only did she show in the match itself, but her promo work to start things off were great. And she's like, I'm coming for three things: to win the tournament, to get my NWA championship back, and for Britt Baker. And it was great. And if you tie all those in, I mean, she can knock down Serena Deeb in the tournament, and then she can come for Britt Baker in the semifinals, and that would just be like boom, boom, boom. And, the bold booking that we thought of when we were on Friday Night Flights and Fights was that Thunder is not officially signed to AEW. She's in the rankings. She's probably going to move up to 4 or 3 after tonight's win. But if the cherry on top would be ultimately that she could sign a contract with AEW after winning the tournament if Britt doesn't win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of folks that are, putting the kibosh on that because of her contract status with NWA. And Thunder talked to us personally about that in her interview with us. But I think that Tony Khan has proven that you never say never with that man, and he's capable of making anything happen. So
because he is the forbidden door.
He is the forbidden door, and he swings both ways, and he can make it happen however he wants. Whether it's coming into the AEW or letting his talent go out of the company, he's shown a willingness to negotiate and work with any company. And I think that Tony recognizes that he can, with his approach to the business, he can make anything happen. And that's what it's all about. He can make anything happen. And he's willing and honestly excited about opportunities like this. So I wouldn't never say never when it comes to Thunder Rosa joining AEW's official ranks. I think that this was a great start to the tournament. Honestly, on the American side, when you look at the way that the rest of the American side, which is going to be focused on, that's going to be showcased on Dynamite. We've been told that the Japanese, the Yoshi side of this tournament is going to have its showcase on YouTube. But so when we focus on what's going to be showcased on Dynamite, you look at the way those matchups are. This one to me was, not to say that any of them are obvious, but this one to me was the most slam dunk. I felt like Thunder Rosa was going to, there's no doubt in my mind that Thunder Rosa is one of the top favorites, the heavy favorites to win this tournament, especially to emerge from the U.S. side of the tournament. So I felt like this was a great way to start it. Now, next week's show, we're going to be there. This is an example of honestly, I don't know who's going to win that. Serena D versus Riho. I mean, that to me is an incredibly tough match to book. So this one was a great way to start the tournament. You give the fans what they want. You get to see the ladies in action. Honestly, legit Layla, she's come a long way from when she started. And this is an example to, again, Thunder Rosa, her ability to push the pace, to work in that MMA, that she got that fighter's mentality, right? Where she and I thought that paired very well with legit Layla in tonight's show. Layla, one of the things going into this match, I loved the matchup of styles where Layla is sort of that, she wants to slow down the pace. Like I've talked, to relate it to I'll let you get, but to relate it to tag team wrestling, for me, it's like FTR versus the Young Bucks, that type of mentality where that Thunder is going to want to push the pace, want to go fast, balls to the wall, constant action, constant offense, like the Bucks. And Layla's got a little bit more of that grind them out, slow you down, drive you into the mat, be more than happy to grind you down. I love the way that those styles meshed tonight. I thought that both of these women looked great.
I completely agree, man. And this honestly wasn't what I was thinking for the first round. We kind of did some bold predictions on Friday Night Flights and Fights. I thought we'd see more Tay Conti versus Thunder, which would be a great match down the line because of their jiu-jitsu MMA type of background. So that would be a good pairing. But, Layla, I like her strength and her ground and pound and all that. But lately we're seeing her go to the top and do some really, courageous stuff. You know, she's doing the moonsault, and she did it against, Penelope. Now she's doing it against Thunder, which we typically did not get to see early on in some of her early matches. But still no match for Thunder. I mean, pound for pound, Thunder is the strongest women's wrestler in AEW. The way she can just pick up Britt and manhandle Britt, pick up Layla, manhandle her. And Layla's short, but she's strong and stocky.
She's strong, right?
Sure.
Her lower body in particular.
Yeah. And so both are great wrestlers. Both really showcased each other well. But Thunder, no match for Thunder. She's clearly the star. She's got the fire. She's so fun to watch. And I think she's going to go far in this tournament, and she could easily take the tournament, and we would hope so. And, what we see here with her hand raised is not going to be an uncommon thing moving forward this year.
No, not at all. Honestly, I was just thinking about, like, if you're talking to a casual wrestling fan, Thunder Rosa is one of the top names that I would recommend you introduce fans to. She's so fun.
The promo was great.
Yeah, I really don't see any flaws in Thunder Rosa's overall presentation. She's phenomenal on social media. She's incredibly giving of her time to her peers. She wants to see good things happen for other folks. Thunder pushes herself constantly in the gym. You can see the way she grinds, dude. She's not only an active wrestler, but she's training for MMA. She's a head coach from Mission Pro. I mean, the things that this woman does, the way she pushes herself, such a natural baby face, so easy to root for. And I think she's going to be one of the fan favorites in this tournament. And to see the potential outcomes down the road for her, I'm really geeked about. Obviously, my eyes are set for the potential semifinal rematch between Britt and Thunder, which is, if the card plays out the way the tournament plays out that way, could certainly lead to some very, very, that could be an incredible, with the stakes even higher than they were at Beach Break. I would be really excited for that.
I mean, these aren't the matchups, but these are all the women in the division. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch for sure.
Yeah.